Hello, my Aries family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Aries, for May 25th through the 31st. Thank you for joining me today, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings, and for a personalized reading, click on my website link below. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating for this week. Starting with your first card, Aries, your anchor card for the reading, you have the Two of Wands. Okay, Aries, so you have the Two of Wands as your anchor card. This sets the tone for your whole reading this week. And the other thing with this card, this is actually one of your cards, Aries, which amplifies the importance of this card for you this week. Now, so many star signs have received this card, but not in this position. And this is your card. So I can't stress the importance of this. Now, the Two of Wands is being at the threshold and having the power to choose. And this is certainly in regards to your future, Aries. You're at the point right now where you have the power to choose. And you're filled with very creative force. And all you have to do is choose what you want to do with the opportunities that are out there for you before you commit to a new direction. Now, this card is one where you have time to look back at where you've come from, but you also now looking forward to where you want to go. And you are not stuck with just one option, Aries. You do not need to do things in the same old way. You have the ability right now. It's such a unique situation. So many of us are in to have the ability to create an original vision for yourself, for your future. This is about deciding what path you want to take and then just set one foot in front of the other. Because you have the power, Aries, within you to create your own destiny. Looking at the card here, you see the two wands firmly planted. There's already growth showing up on the wands. This is a really good start already, and he's holding the world in his hands, looking out. This is a tremendous opportunity, Aries, and I can't stress how important this is to really heed the message. This is telling you that due to the situation and where you're at right now, you have the opportunity or different opportunities for your life. If you don't want to go back to the same old job that you had, you weren't happy, it was paying the bills, but you don't want to go back, don't. Start looking, start researching, start networking to go into something that you'd much rather want to do, something that makes you happy. The wands are very fiery, passionate energy. And the number 2 is all about choice. This is the moment of creation when two forces come together. So you could have like the Magician card, the vision and the intention, and run with it. The number 2 has to do with balance and harmony. And 2 is all about trusting your intuition, Aries. And it's also the number of the sacral chakra. I'm getting too excited. Which has to do with change. And with this being your actual card and your anchor card, there's going to be opportunities that are going to come forth. So take advantage of that, Aries. Now moving on to your next card, you have the Two of Pentacles. Now for a lot of you, you can be juggling quite a bit. Responsibilities, tasks, and that's what this card indicates. For some of you, this might be more of an overwhelmed type of energy, trying to keep everything going, and very understandable during these times. But once again, this is another number 2 card. So this is indicating changes. And the Two of Pentacles is, yes, all about multitasking, but also being very flexible and adaptable to whatever is headed your way. It's about just taking life's ups and downs and go with the flow. Now, since this is a Pentacles card, this card can be indicating for you to follow the money. Some of you may need to travel or even move house in order to take advantage of some opportunities that are going to be out there. And I do feel this is all positive energy for you, Aries. So if you do get a job offer or something that you really enjoy doing, but you're going to have to uproot and move house, just do it. You will be so glad later that you did. Now, if you look closely at this card and you look in the background and you see the waves where the ships are going up and down and up and down, that's kind of how you have to just go with the flow. And the size of the ships in the background indicates the resources and support that's available for you. And you have a pretty large ship right over here by his knee. That's a good sign. So I would suggest getting out there, networking, seeing what's available. What is it you want to do? You've got this wonderful opportunity to start fresh. That is what your anchor card, the Two of Wands, is telling you. You have more than one choice at this time. This is so powerful, Aries. I'm so excited for you. Now, moving on to your next card, Aries, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, one of the biggest messages with this queen showing up, she's a very intuitive queen. And the number 2, in which you've had already 2 cards that have the 2 energy. This is all about tapping into your intuition. And the Queen of Cups is one of the most receptive queens to her higher self. You know, looking at her cup here, that is the divine right in front of her. The contents of this cup, she keeps it very close to her. She's very connected to that energy. Now, with the Queen of Cups also comes emotions and feelings. It's cups. So you need to pay attention to how you want to move forward. Do you want to go back to the same old job? How does that make you feel? Look for something new. Do you want to stay in a relationship that through this difficult time, you might have found out that you're not as good of a match as you thought you were? Again, the number 2 is telling you you have choices now. Now, the Queen of Cups as an individual is a very loving, caring, nurturing, supportive queen. She's a very good listener. She can help you to understand and sift through all the emotions you might be having. She makes a wonderful counselor. So she might be showing up in your reading this week, and you might have a Cancer in your life. That's Cancer's card. Or possibly another water sign that's going to help you out with some advice as to which way you should go. With the number 2s, you have some kind of choice or decision to make this week. And the Queen of Cups here, being a water sign, just might be giving you some advice. Now, your 3-card spread adds up to number 5. And number 5 is not one of our favorite energies. It presents a challenge. You might be starting off on a new job, a new path, and there's going to be a little bit of a struggle at first. But you'll make it through, Aries. You are a fire sign after all. But number 5 energy likes to shake things up. It likes to break your old habits. It's the number of the throat chakra. So a lot of your reading this week can pertain to how you communicate. Now, your next card, Aries, is your overall energy card for your entire reading. And you have the major arcana card, the Moon. Now, first, when the major arcana cards show up, it does mean there's a life event or significant change that's going to be taking place, which corresponds with your Two of Wands here being your anchor card. Choice, change happening for you this week. Now, the Moon card has hidden secrets. You're not able to see what's going to take place or the possibility of what could be taking place for you, Aries. The Moon card reveals its secrets in its own divine timing. So you have to use your faith and trust, but most of all, your intuition. The number 2 is all about your intuition. The Queen of Cups is strongly about intuition. And now you have the overall energy, the Moon. This is your intuition. So what is your intuition telling you, Aries? Do you want to stay in the same old job? The same old relationship? What is it that you want to do? Trust your intuition. This is the guiding force through the week, your overall energy. This is the time to really pay attention to your dreams and any signs and signals that are happening to you throughout the week. And yes, this could be repetitive numbers. This can be birds and small animals just capturing your attention, coming way too close to you than normal. Look up the meaning. Also, be alert to something being hidden from you. That's the Moon's energy. Because the Moon card can cause a little bit of confusion. So one of the messages my guides are giving me is that there might be an opportunity out there that someone knows about. Maybe somebody close to you, but they're not sharing that information. Maybe they don't want to see you get it, and they might be left behind. So all the more important reason to be researching, networking. If you go back to the same company you were working for, maybe see what other opportunities have opened up. There could be so many opportunities that you just don't realize, Aries. This was an unusual situation that has happened to our country and the world, and people might want, excuse me, I'm so excited for your reading. They might not have returned to what they were doing, as is your reading is telling you. So there are opportunities out there that you're not even thinking of, Aries. So be sure to do your research and networking. The Moon card is indicating trust your intuition. And there is something hidden. So you need to dig it out, Aries. Now, the number 18 of the Moon card reduces down to 9, and that means completion. So it's kind of indicating that your phase or current cycle of life is completing right now, and you're going to go on to something new. So, man, take your Two of Wands energy and run with it, Aries. Now let's take a look at what crystal your angels and guides have chosen for you for this week. Bloodstone. Well, I'm surprised that this crystal hasn't shown up for every single star sign. Everyone being in isolation, there was a lot more eating going on, maybe not healthy foods, drinking alcohol more than usual. So your guides have suggested for you this week, Bloodstone, as it is a detoxifying crystal. So they might feel some of you needed this to get you back on track this week. This crystal is all about trying to ground and detoxify your physical body, which affects your spiritual energy, your connecting into your intuition. So it affects all that. So if you haven't been looking after yourself, balance is needed in your life. This is about eating in moderation, choosing foods which nourish and ground you. And are you drinking enough water, keeping hydrated? Are you watching how much alcohol or soda or anything else that you drink that's not necessarily good for you? Are you watching that? Are you watching what you're breathing in? So, your angels and guides just want you to have the crystal bloodstone this week so that you can start to clear your mind, get your body healthy, get prepared for this fresh start, this opportunity that's before you now. Now, one of the things that bloodstone crystal can help you with is to make sure that you're not getting too drained by other people's energies. So try to shield your energy from negative or toxic people. This is about just thinking positive thoughts. And everything in your reading has to do with trusting your intuition. Spend some time meditating, connecting with your higher self. Your angels and guides will help you with the decisions and choices you need to make this week. And the bloodstone crystal is associated with your root, heart, and sacral chakras. Now, first, your root chakra is your base. This is a fresh start to build a new base. Your heart chakra, that's telling you to follow your heart, Aries. And the sacral chakra is all about change. It's telling you change is happening. Run with it, Aries. I feel very positive energy for you this week. I leave you with the message of the cards, Aries, but it is all within your own hands. You decide your own destiny, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Aries family.